Let's start on the hardwood tonight. Boys high school basketball teams are competing in the state tournament, and tonight in a Class A quarterfinal matchup, the unseeded Goodhue Wildcats face the 3-seeded Fertile Beltrami Falcons. The Falcons had a 2-point lead at the half over the Wildcats in the second half. Wildcats' Luke Roshan in the paint right there gets the 2 to fall, tying it all up at 30. And then Goodhue's Owen Roshan heads to the hoop there for the fall away 2, cutting the Falcons' lead to 4. With 8 minutes to go in the game, Wildcats' Michael Roshan behind the arc. Nothing but net, but it would not be enough. The Falcons knocked off the Wildcats 64-57. And the Stewartville Tigers tipped off against the Ordo Spartans in the Class 3A consolation bracket tonight. This game was close the whole way. Let's start in the first half. Tigers' Jason Schindler on the fast break and finishes with the reverse layup, putting the Tigers up 2. In the second half, Stewartville is down by 3 with 11 seconds to go. The Tigers set a pick for Parker Wangan right there, giving him a little bit of space, ties it all up at 62 at the end of regulation. So to overtime we go. Tigers, Wangan again is open on the perimeter, and he drains the 3 right there. Stewartville is moving on, beating the Spartans 72-69. The NCAA basketball tournament is here. Men's teams tipped off in first round action today. The 2-seeded Iowa State Cyclones face the 15-seeded South Dakota State Jackrabbits. The Cyclones got a convincing win, beating the Jackrabbits 82-65. And the 10-seeded Drake Bulldogs had the 7-seed, the Washington State Cougars. The Cougars are moving on, knocking off the Bulldogs 66-61. And wrestlers hit the mat in the first and second rounds of the NCAA tournament today. We have quite a few athletes moving on to day 2. The Iowa State Cyclones have 5 athletes moving on to tomorrow's matches, including 4-seeded David Carr. In weight class 165, the University of Iowa Hawkeyes have 4 wrestlers hitting the mat tomorrow. Hawkeyes 3-seeded Drake Ayala is still competing. Minnesota and Northern Iowa have 2 wrestlers still battling for a title. Here's University of Iowa head coach Tom Brands after today's competition with a message to his wrestlers.
Just one match at a time, keep it going, focus on the things that you can focus on, have a blast, that's part of it, enjoy it, but really getting yourself ready to go, in that ready state of mind and body. Focus on the things that you can control and do your job.
And wrestlers hit the mat tomorrow morning in the consolation and championship brackets for day 2. Switching to the WNBA, the Minnesota Lynx announced today they are retiring Maya Moore's jersey. The ceremony will be on August 24th before the Lynx play the Indiana Fever. Moore will be the 5th player in franchise history to have her jersey hung from the rafters at the Target Center. She is a 4-time WNBA champion and won 2 Olympic gold medals with Team USA.